So in this video, I'm going to show you how to write a simple yet professional cover letter using the free online document editor called Google Docs. I will cover the whole process using a real example, an estimated $80,000 vacancy on Indeed.com that people with absolutely no experience can apply to. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, if we go to Indeed.com, we need to enter the job title and location. So let's say we want to become a project manager in the US. Click on Find Jobs. Okay, click on the drop down. No experience required. Now, as you can see, there are many possibilities with estimations of approximately $80,000 in salaries. Okay, so let's see. We want to work at this company. Apply on the company website. Let's see, where are the requirements? All right. This seems doable. Let's click on apply. And as you can see, we need to upload a resume, but also a cover letter. Open Google Docs. Then as you can see, you can pick one of these pre-made templates. Now, if you want to, you can also download my pre-made matching resume and cover letter templates, or you can make one right now together with me. I mean, both are excellent and you can pick one that you like. Alright, so let's open a blank document. The first thing I would like to do is to change the default margin settings. Go to File, Page Setup, and change the top margin settings to 0.7. And the rest we keep on 1 inch. Okay, let's see. I also want the same style and font for everything. So pick Arial or Times New Roman. And a font size of 11 for both your cover letter and resume. I also prefer single lines. Alright, so after that you need to enter your personal information. And in between white lines we put the date. And then the hiring manager's name and position, followed by the company's information. I think it was Triad Interiors in Grand Rapids, Michigan. But I would like to leave the company's private information out of this video. Now, I would suggest you to style this part a bit to make your cover letter stand out a bit more. Something like this. But don't make it unreadable or too flashy. As for the salutation, we write Dear Mr. Joe. Now, if it concerns a woman, then you need to write Dear Miss Joe. If the recipient is a married woman, you can use Mrs. as the abbreviation. In case you don't know the reader's gender, then I would suggest you to write the full name, as in Dear Name Surname. And if you can't, after thorough research, find any contact information, then I would advise you to write Dear Hiring Manager. Now, this is the format for an American English cover letter. The British English format is a bit different, and you can check out my other video to see the differences. Alright, so in the first paragraph, also called the introduction, you need to answer the what, where and why questions. So what position are you applying for? Where did you find the vacancy? Why you? And at which establishment? By including this information, you direct the reader's attention, proving your attention to detail and ability to communicate effectively. I also put in the sentence eagerness to establish efficient systems of operation, and that way it matches this part of the job description, determined to win and create better processes. In the second paragraph, you shortly introduce yourself, followed by your motivation for the job opportunity. Show that the position that you are applying for is important to you, and try to answer questions like what triggers you to work as a project manager, and or why do you specifically want to join their company. In this paragraph, I do so by using words like thrilled, or by showing that I actually know that it is a reputable family business in the area. So do your research by visiting their company website, Facebook or LinkedIn page. Now in the third paragraph, you need to match your qualifications to the job requirements. Don't list your skills and experience like you do in your resume, but instead provide context. Oh yeah, so speaking of making a resume, don't forget to check out my video on how to make a free CV template using Google Docs. You can find the link in the description. So let's continue where we left. Reiterate what you have to offer, demonstrate that you have what's required for the position, and most importantly, share an accomplishment that shows that you can address the challenges the employer is facing. Quantify these achievements if possible to illustrate your potential value. So I did a certain activity and managed to increase conversion by an X percentage within a certain time span. And as you can see, I've also included administrative software tools that the company actually uses. Now, in the last paragraph, you can refer the reader to your resume and or other sources. Initiate an interview by mentioning your interest to further discuss your candidacy and or a topic of relevance. In this case, discussing better processes and experiences for all involved. It relates to what the company values, taking care of others. Now, I also include my phone number and email address. so they can easily reach out to me. Finally, don't forget to thank the reader for taking their time to review your cover letter and close in a compelling way. So kind or best regards, followed by your name and surname. Now keep your cover letter short, concise and to the point. I would suggest you pick in between the 200 to 350 words to keep the letter brief and informative at the same time. You can go to Tools and click on Word Count to check the number of words. Now I also want to emphasize the importance of properly sending your cover letter. So save the file accordingly. Name, surname, cover letter. That way the reader will know that it is yours without even opening the file. Over here you can download it as a Word or PDF file. It's best to save it as a PDF file for several reasons like formatting issues, compatibility with operating systems, etc. And generally speaking, it looks more professional, you see? So next up, I would highly suggest you to watch some of my other videos on making a resume or creating a LinkedIn profile with absolutely no experience. Last mentioned will improve your online presence. And you can start with, the whole personal branding and connecting with like-minded professionals. And that will definitely increase your chances of landing your dream job. Not just for now, but also for future employment opportunities. Now, if you find this video helpful, a like is greatly appreciated. And subscribe if you would like to receive more career tips from me. Thanks again for watching and see you in my next video.